Hello, hello. I'm like, I forgot how to get rid of the gift thing at the top of the chat. I don't want to see my name there. But anyway, howdy. I bought some new markers. I've been wanting these markers for like 2 years, I think, at this point. So, oh, that was weird. That was a double ad break is finishing soon. So yeah, I want to test them out. I will eventually. I think I'll mix and match them. I haven't opened this box. If I recall correctly, they make you label your own markers, which I think is a little, I don't know, I don't like that. They're the Artxx brand. There's like a bunch now. Like a couple years ago, these were like, other than Posca, as far as like the ones with the brush tip, these were the only ones available. There's like a bunch now, but I wanted to see. I picked these because they were one of the few ones that sold individual replacements. Because I was like, I do not want to buy a new set every time I run out, because it's not a very big paint well. So, yeah, this is. Wait a second. Where would you put the sticker on? Color swatch is only for reference. No, I guess this. I guess the color's on the bottom. Okay, good. I don't have to do this. That would have been annoying. Okay, let me see. There's quite a bit. They have so many pack sizes. What is this? It's hard to choose one. I guess this is a 36 colors. Just that. Okay, because I know there's one that was like, these are anime colors. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to... I don't always love buying sets because sometimes you end up with colors that you don't ever use. You could dice roll. They are numbered. Wait a second. Oh, like, oh god, that would be like to pick colors. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I haven't really... Since I buy everything individual, I'm not used to having a box like this. Actually, I think I crammed an extra one in here. One of these doesn't belong in here. PNGstart. Oh, that's a fun rule. Wait, what number do they go up to? Oh, we got C's as well. Well, 51 to 56. Oh yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that would work. I still need to buy myself dice. I guess Bandito has dice. But I would like to buy my own dice one day. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little robin hanging out here. American robin. I noticed when I Google robin for a reference, it always shows the European robin. Well, I guess the American robin doesn't get as much love because it's not like a cute little round ball. You can kind of see it. Oh yeah, I might have to turn on an extra light later, because it is gonna get dark soon. At least the light is slowly, I don't know, lasting a little bit longer. Oh, I should probably swatch these. Dang it. That might be a little tedious. We're just like, just go with it. You, Robin, really is Robin all the attention? Real. The pun, 100%. Well, anyway, also howdy. I don't know if I want to make the chest orange. That is an orange. Or pinkish reddish. Trying to figure some things out. Okay, so these are all the Posca and Sharpie marker colors I have. Looks like the orange is already very similar. The main advantage is these are brush tips, because what's annoying with the Posca ones is that if you're limited to one size, there's not a lot of change you can do there. I might go with this orange. Whatever this is. Yeah. And then they have a lot of blues here. I should probably label these now that I think about it. Yeah, it's been a while since I messed with new supply on stream, so this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but then I was like, it's gonna, I don't know, if I'm feeling art blocked for a second, I might do that for a bit. But we'll be, I'll just be doing these quick ones on the side for now. New supply. Yeah, I try to avoid buying new supplies these days. But gosh, I just kept seeing people use these, and I already really like paint pens. I just feel kind of limited by some of the Posca markers. Because, like I said, they don't really have a brush tip. So, yeah, I just want to mix and match these. What made me cave? Honestly, doing more traditional art streams. Because, like, if I wasn't doing traditional art streams, I'd be like, I probably won't use these that much. Because it is quicker than, like, having to clean the palette all the time and making new colors and making sure I keep all the colors. Howdy, toy girly. Is that a Duolingo owl? Oh no, what is that? Geek, I guess. It has the same colors as a Duolingo owl. 19% opossum. It's been a low possum day. I feel like I say it's a low possum day more often than I say it's a high possum day. He's divorced? What is your personality trait? I'm divorced. Ooh, that's a nice blue. Alright, I'm really liking these colors, and they're very pastel, kind of. It's like, yeah, comparing it to these. Very nice. Alright, I think that's all I'm keeping for now. We'll see. We'll see. This is an adventure. I haven't... the Sharpies I have that are paint pens, this limited palette, I don't know, I haven't really used them that much. The brush tip does kind of intimidate me. Probably how we view low and high, that's true. It's all about perspective. Made tasty chocolate cake, amazing. Anything under 50% is low, but only 80% up is high. That's true, I guess 60% is just kind of like, nice. Eh. I feel like anytime I get anything under like 40, I'm like, ooh, okay, I see how it is. I was like, the robin's head is very dark. I should go big dark blue. I should do a yellow for the beak. How are we doing on yellows? Ooh, that is pastel. It's pretty though. Very light. CO3. Not CO2. Oh, that one's kind of like a highlighter color. I love highlighter colors, but what's really annoying is that they don't scan well. There's some like funky color science behind it that I'm not smart enough to know about. Does not stick to the brain. Okay, that's a nice yellow for the beak, I think. Alright, we'll start with the beak. Why not? Ah, brush pens. Don't have to worry about it not being a thin enough line. Okay, what is this? 17, I was guessing? But anyway, I've been seeing more robins IRL lately, so that's been nice. Whereas whether winter's actually over here yet, that's a different question, because ever since we got snow in April, I'm like, I don't trust anything. Ooh, they have like a bit of a scent to them. I wasn't expecting that, because Posca bents don't really smell. Technically made your own art into paint by numbers. Oh, that's true. Follow along if you want. I do like the blocky style. That is that kind of what's appealing to me about paint by numbers. I've actually never completed a paint by numbers. I didn't realize it gave you oil paint. And as like a 10-year-old, I was like, why isn't this acting like acrylic paint? Last week was fake spring, now we're back to snow. Oh no. I didn't mean to rhyme, but dang. My condolences. It's very shocked. Have any of y'all done paint by numbers? No pretty, but I like doing stuff. 100%. Kind of tiring. Just like, gotta shovel again. Especially if you want to go places and those places aren't accessible. I saw some people kind of blend these colors together, and I'm like a little too nervous to mess with that, so we'll play it safe for now. I didn't center this robin, so it's gonna awkwardly cut off over here. Not since elementary, I don't think. I mean, did you have a good grasp of the weird oiled paint? Yeah, like I said, I was like, it was a choice to put oil paints. I wonder how toxic / non-toxic they were. Because I didn't do any oil painting until I finally went to university. And I have not really done it since because you gotta be really careful. Well-ventilated areas and whatnot. Howdy, Zachary. 7%. Ooh, in the single digits. Don't think you ever did the paint ones. We did cut out colored paper. I've never seen that, but that's really cool. It's way safer in my opinion. Paper art is awesome. Oh. Hand's a little shaky. Dazzling. Scream 7. Nice. So this robin's feet just kind of disappear in this reference. It's hanging out with some plants. I mean, the colors are kind of fun. I wasn't really anticipating this. Those oranges sticking out. Kind of funny. Cover that up. You have 7 screams? What was another? There was another thing that we were talking about that I was like, what? There's that many? Oh wait, no, it wasn't on stream. It was I was talking to people IRL. There's like a bajillion Saw movies apparently. I guess it's the horror genre then. I mean, then again, there's like a lot of Sharknadoes. I have not seen a single Sharknado. I need to change that. one day. 6 Sharknadoes. Okay, they Sharknadoes. Okay, Sharknadoes. They still haven't gotten into the double digits on sequels yet. They're all the worst. I remember hearing one takes place in like Salt Lake City Comic-Con, which, like, now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen that many films, if any at all, that have conventions in them. Okay, now I need to know how many Saw films are. I think it is over 10. Okay, no, there are exactly 10. Alright. Galaxy Quest is the one you think that has a convention focus. Is it good? Oh, I forgot to mark which one this was. 49, I think. It's more reddish, the plants this guy's sitting on. I feel like purple would be too much of this. There's 13 Halloween movies, 5 different timelines. 13 is a lot. I mean, out of all these series that have a bunch of them, are they good? Or are they a good time? I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, notice, okay, this doesn't really have that many variations on reds, unless you count orange as a red. I'm gonna go with the Oscar, because I have a dark red and a fuchsia. I will be back. Just genetic popcorn movies. Basic Halloween movie timelines. Like years? Or is it like the alternate universe? So as far with these pens, I don't think they're like super archival, so they're very much a sketchbook sort of thing to have. Less so on making things that like originals you want to sell. But I don't know, I do enjoy some sketchbook stuff, obviously. The nice thing about keeping the things in the sketchbooks too is because they rarely see the sunlight, so it's not like it's gonna fade away. The Witch, which has nothing to do with the last two. Anthology series, but fans wanted Michael Myers back. Gotcha. I have not seen a single Halloween film. I was like, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I just, I guess I didn't hang out with folks who really liked horror films. And I'm not much of a horror film connoisseur, so... Yeah, I just barely watched the first Scream, like, 3 years ago. Don't see the sun much anyways. Hold on a second. What? I feel like these paints are way more opaque than Posca because you can see that line pretty well. I feel like the dark purple would work. when you were a teen, you and your friends were like movie bingers, watched everything. I feel like I watched a lot of films, but like I had a friend who the way she picked films is that she would pick an actor and then like watch their filmography, which led to some very interesting stuff that I probably wouldn't have watched otherwise. That's how you burnt out from horror? Yeah. Understandable. This is the wrong pen. Whoops. Oh well. It doesn't look bad. So yeah, this one covered it up really well. Okay, good to know. Oscars are more transparent. They made a remake of the first two Halloween movies with Rob Zombie. Wait, last name Zombie? Amazing. Your name is on brand. I don't know, I actually didn't think I was gonna do this foliage. I didn't think about it too intensely. I think I'm just gonna fill it in, maybe? With what color? Oh, a musician. Okay, that makes way more sense. As far as the name. I saw this quote on Twitter, and it was like, I was not prepared for the amount of people. Okay, I'm like totally butchering it like verbatim, but it was like, I was not prepared for the amount of people to expect me to have watched all these movies. And I'm like, it's so real, because depending on how you grew up, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's like a classic. Of course you watched it. And it's like, oh, actually, Like, I always assume that people have watched Breaking Bad, but actually a huge chunk of people have not. And I'm like, dang, so good though. You should though. Because I think part of it is just like the quote-unquote cultural significance, but I mean, if it's like not your niche, then that's totally fine. There's a bunch of other things. Yeah, I watched a weird amount of indie films as a high schooler. Some of them still hold up. Some of them I'm like, ooh, that was really pretentious. Like, you watch all these movies, but still haven't watched more than a few episodes of Breaking Bad. I mean, and also the difference between film and TV. TV's like, obviously eats a lot more time. Underestimate how long I can put off watching something real. Yeah, because there's some things that I'm like, I just watched that today, and apparently that film has been around since, like, the dawn of time. I was gonna fill this in, wasn't I? Do I want to do it with paint? I don't know. Need to finish your books? Oh my god, don't even get me started on books. There's so much. At least, I mean, as far as the internet and everything is still around, at least we know we won't get bored. Talk about like so much media out there. See Walter White more as Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. So good. What's his name again? The actor. Why am I spacing out on it? Ah, whatever. You overdue library books? Yeah, real. That's one of the main reasons why I switched to ebooks, because, like, they forced me to turn them back in. No, I shouldn't do the blue again, because then it's just gonna lead into it. Use dark red. These are practically like in the same value as far as I can tell. January was able to read basically every day, but couldn't keep up this month. Started to slow down. Honestly, same. I feel like weirdly I started doing more art than reading, so I'm like, okay, I'll take the what do you call it? Oh, there's a word for this. I'm like spacing now. Anyway. I actually have a book on hold. Won't give you a headache after a couple hours is nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I was thinking about getting an e-reader one of these days because they have the fancy screen. But they're kind of expensive. I don't know. I'll work my way up to it. Yeah, my main thing with I read in dark mode. That way I could read at night. It's probably not good for my eyes, but I don't have to have like all the lights on. What am I doing? Alright, I'm still trying to figure out what... I'm like, do I have to actually fill these in? I'm the only one making the rules here, I guess. Oh, this is a different color. I should have some of these overlap, but as I saw, some of the... I don't know, it could make a cool effect. Beastie white PDF. Wait. Wait, do PDFs? I feel like they have dark mode. I don't know. Haven't really. Or maybe they're like, you have to pay for dark mode. I hate it when you open up a website that doesn't have dark mode and it just like blinds you. You use Foxit to force dark mode on reading PDFs. Okay, so they doesn't automatically come with it. Gotcha. I'm gonna put a marker for that. I really need to read PDFs, luckily, but it'd be a good reference. Where the heck is my mouse? Also, the text is just sometimes too small and just bad. Yeah, that sounds awful. Depends on like how many images it uses. Good old Comic Sans. Yeah, I was like, now that I think about it, I was like, the PDF is not that intuitive sometimes. I was like, I wonder if Adobe had something to do with that. Always there. I feel like there should be a... Shoot, I forgot the word. Open source PDF reader. Because like you can technically read them on browsers, but I don't know, with all the little fancy stuff. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know, what do I have? Yeah, I eventually removed Acrobat from my computer because they kept bothering me and they're like, hey, you know what? You should pay us some money so you can read a PDF every once in a while. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Alright, whatever. This guy's just chilling. Not like the most beautiful picture, but it was good practice to figure this stuff out. I didn't think of something over here that should have a similar color palette. Actually, you know what? It is bothering me. This guy's legs are just kind of gone. Censored. Looks very red on the screen. It's more of a like dark magenta. Okay, whatever. This guy's just chilling. Maybe put some light specks over here. This is the same color? Okay. Light specks down here. Pretty birdie. Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging how opaque these paints are. What happened here? Genuinely don't know when that happened. Okay. Something exploded. Good bird. Okay. Oh, they already dried. They weren't kidding about quick dry. Okay, well. That happened. I was like, I'm gonna draw an opossum from memory. Why not? What should they be doing? Never mind, I don't like this. This opossum is gonna be blue. It's like a top-down angle. haven't checked the pink yet. This is... Oh, that's very nice. C21. And 42. I guess I like this one more for the moment. It's peachier. I think it was this color. We have too many blues to choose from. Put it over here. This was 35. Very textured guy. Alright. Probably let that dry for a bit. What is that? That's a spread in half an hour? A little bit over half an hour? Not too bad. I'm trying to think of a different color scheme to go with. I haven't really looked at these earth tones yet. There's so many. Looks like it's still drying. I'm gonna look for my scissors. Okay, so I cut this piece of paper out, and I think I'm gonna make it I could do a palette thing, but I might have to make it bigger than this. Let me see. Was it like 8 by 5 is what the medium sketchbooks are usually sized at? Let that guy hang out up there. No, that didn't work. Alright, you can hang out over here. I'm gonna swap these, because why not? I feel like white is a given, so I'm not gonna swatch that one. These are throwing me off. I don't know what C stands for. Cool? Like cool blue, cool gray. It is kind of a cold yellow. This is interesting. It's like almost like a gold. One of the sets had metallic markers, which don't get me wrong are cool, but a little bit less useful for some illustrations. Especially since you can't scan metallic very well. What is this? E19? They're pretty nice colors, because some of these colors are actually really hard to mix if you have like standard paint colors. All the blues, which are quite a bit. Now maybe I should go orange first. I think that technically orange would have been over here, but I already messed up the order that they were in the box. Wait, actually... Oh, the red over there. Yeah, that's already quite a bit of colors. Ew, hold on. I did lines for this other one rather than circles. Maybe a line would be better. Keeps the nib fresher for longer. Fresher. Okay, only another most of a box to go. Oh, there it goes. I feel like I have to look up what the C stands for in these colors. Did come with a piece of paper that I don't know what I did with, but it might say it there. C stands for colors, obviously. So the non-C's are fake colors. And because I kind of have dyscalculia, I know I probably messed up one of these. But we'll find out later. do like this sagey green color. That's nice. Ooh, what the heck? I feel like this belongs up here. It's really pretty though. I don't know, maybe there's like some funky formula. Like Copic markers, they have like things arranged by like hue and whatever. It makes sense to them. There is some logic behind it, but and then there's black, which... Ooh, that is deep. So funny, some of the the round bits and then the lines. It's actually nice that these colors aren't super bright, because then wabam. The Posca can take care of it. Except for the fact that it's not super opaque. Something to keep in mind. Right, okay, I'm just trying to be creative. I'm not trying to be creative. I'm trying to have some idea on what to do with this. I guess I didn't need that big of paper. Literally cut it down to this size. Alright, let me look at my references real quick. Oh, I really want to draw crocuses. They haven't come up here yet, but I know some places are already getting them. Little purple. I guess they're not specifically purple. They're most commonly Crocassus? Wait, what is that? Oh, no. Crocus. A lost dinosaur. But yeah, they're good old winter flowers. Or I guess end of winter flowers. I think snowdrops show up first, and then crocuses later. They're most commonly purple. I don't know if they've been like genetically modified to be a different color, but some people are fancy and they have purple, yellow, and white ones. Very pretty. The hell that turns you into a frog. I ate dinner while watching. Family said your art looks cute. Thank you. I'm on the big screen. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what the... I feel like there's an extra marker in here somewhere, because I tried to squeeze them in here. It definitely felt like squeezing in, but... Okay. Let's get the dinosaur sound and flower. I painted it before with watercolor. Back in the day. This paper kind of sucks with watercolor. Not the worst, but there's better. I feel like learning the end of winter flowers, I don't know, helped a little bit weirdly with seasonal depression. I don't know, it's like something to look forward to. You see them pop up and you're like, oh my god. Flowers. Whisking egg whites by hand. Oh, that is so painful. My condolences. So what are you gonna do with egg whites? That's exciting. I've been meaning to make a tiramisu. Just so freaking annoying because you need so many bowls, and they need a bowl for the this, a bowl for the that. Such a simple problem, but I'm like, I want to. Oh, I don't have very light purples. Realization. What's the lightest purple I have? I think it's a Posca. Okay. Ooh, a roll cake? Oh, I didn't know they used egg whites. They're so pretty. May I inquire as to what type of roll cake? Like, what's the baker's beef? Oh, like beefed up arms? Real. Tiramisu, the world's best dessert. Real. I mean, like, I don't consider myself a good baker, but I have yet to buy a tiramisu in my area that I'm like, this is good. A lot of times I'm like, actually, the one I make at home tastes better. Maybe because not everyone uses rum. And it not having rum is kind of a bummer. Red velvet with cream cheese frosting. Amazing. Do you just like hobby bake or like is it also a profession? You're a coffee hater. Alright, so no lady fingers for you. There've been like other tiramisus. I don't know if you like matcha or like Earl Grey. The shop ones are scared to put alcohol into it. I also do wonder if, because it's also their cream that tastes a little bit lackluster. I wonder if they're like scared about the raw-ish egg part of it. The yolks, I guess. You have to like Bon Marie it or something like that. I don't know. So no alcohol, no no egg yolks would make it really sad. Hobbies bake, think it's fun, cooking in general. Nice. I wish I thought it was fun. I just like the result. I know there's so many people who are like, you know what? You know you love something when it's the process, not the result that matters. I'm like, nah, I like the result. To a certain extent, same thing with art. A lot of people are like, no, it's all about the process. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, love the process. But I'm happy when I get things done. Howdy, barbarian. Food good, but good food you made? Divine, right? But then sometimes you're like, man. Or at least I am. I'm like, man, I wish someone would make this for me. Just as good. Kind of how I feel about coffee sometimes. I'm like, you have to pay for coffee? Nah, I'd rather do that at home. But at the same time, like, it is nice when people make coffee for you. Especially like fancy coffee, like, I don't know, lattes and whatnot. I'm glad to have joined the small animals that are pest gang. Raccoon Sona came out so damn awesome. Nice. Exciting. Also making food for others the way they like it. Honestly, that's like my anxiety. Hosting people, oof, freaking scares me. I know people who are wonderful hosts, and they love doing it, but I'm like, I go into anxiety overdrive. I'm like, dude, are they actually having fun? Am I doing a good enough job? What if they don't like the food? Maybe I have like too much experiences with very picky eaters too. If they don't like it, I'll eat it. That's true. Because sometimes people don't like it and then they like leave it half eaten and you're like, ooh, well, if you don't like it, you could have just, you know, not picked at it. Maybe I'm just traumatized. Six. There we go. Should probably wait for this to dry. Is this just the second page? Yeah. I feel like I have to be a little bit more careful when I close these caps, because I've just been like... I suspect that that weird mess that happened with the other marker was caused by me just closing the cap a little bit haphazardly. I guess as I wait... could start painting the grass. Oh, yep, that was still wet. Like, what are these markers made of? Because these do... Okay, there's nothing under there. These do dry freakishly quick. They don't have a ingredient list. I was like, needed to post Oscars. This is a Japanese one. Are they all in Japanese? Yeah. I don't know, but according to some people, they said that they didn't disclose their ingredients on their website either. So I don't know. Mystery paints. Mystery chemicals. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like go farther down here. I'm like, I should probably do something else while this dries. Okay, we have crocuses. What else? Wait, do I have anything from life that I could draw? Ooh, I still have a pumpkin. I wonder if that pumpkin's still good. Okay, whatever. My patience is not that strong. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? I feel like I just vegged out. That was my weekend. I was a little bit worried that I might be coming down with something, but so far it hasn't escalated, so that's good. binge watched a lot of Yellow Jackets. I finished the first season. Planned nothing. That's good. It's good to not have plans. Yeah, I find it hard sometimes, like, giving yourself a day off with art is interesting. Sometimes you're like, I still want to draw. Also working on animations, been on the side because of commissions. Oh yeah. I understand. Wait, what is this again? It's CO2. Oh, what is the animation of? Oh, wait a second. That's that. This. I guess I could have blended these a bit. Usually I have this like little yellow, well, not very clear, little yellow orange bit in the center. Going back to your youth and making an animation meme since you were too scared. It's your life is a party one. Ooh, memes are fun. I'm not familiar with this one though. Alright, let me Google it real quick. Might not be able to play it, but... If you find the one with the little green dude, it's what inspired you. Little green dude. I don't think so? I was like, we want to drop a link. Love to check it out. I also forgot, yeah, animation memes have like a different connotation than like a meme redraw. Screw your playlists. Didn't turn out quite like I hoped for, but it was an attempt. Like I could try to outline it. Sometimes outlines help it a bit. People get killed on sight sending here. Can you send in the Discord? Like, no pressure. Like, I won't be able to see it until afterwards. Also, like, the title could probably be enough for me to just look it up later. I think this might be a little darker. Hmm. I see it. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I feel like the outlines helped a bit. Maybe outline the grass with blue. Make it pop a bit. Or purple? I'm like, I don't know, this green and purple's kind of working. No regrets. Actually, I'm just gonna up. Why not? OMG spring. Actually, I want to put a blade here too. It's a little bit too symmetrical. Blade of grass, that is. The sword. Ah, made the mess too. Hope it's not like slowly killing me by it having contact with my skin. Well, if I pass, y'all know the cause of death. Irresponsible use of art supplies. Just waiting for that bit to dry. I kind of want to give it a bit of a background. Even just like a yellow one. I probably should have done that before I did the outlines, but we'll see. It smells ever so slightly like Sharpie. Which is funny because the Sharpie acrylic pens, I don't think they smell that badly. Luckily not super potent, like get a whiff of it. It just like wafts a little bit every once in a while, but yeah, might have to keep the door open when I'm doing this on my own time. I feel like at least the next drawing should probably be a furry. I haven't really been drawing furries much lately. Right, I still have that abandoned animation I did last week. I'll have to come back to it at some point. Wait a second. It's an hour and 24. Did we not get an ad break? Interesting. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I don't think that's ever happened. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. So that would have been at 4 o'clock. Yeah, that's so weird. No, there was no ad announcement either with Seribot or it just popping up on my screen. That's so weird. Also, I don't know, Barbarian, if you're still here, but yes, I did see it. I think I reacted to it. Purple and... I don't know if I should keep this color scheme, but I don't know if it'd be too jarring if it's like a completely different color scheme here. I'm like, who's purple? My Sona's purple, but who else? But a furry, yeah. Alright, I was gonna outline this and I forgot. There we go. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It opened up all my socials rather than my toy house. Oh, I do have a yellowish opossum. I do. It's like all 40 something of my characters. I know that's low for some people. But that is high. A purple bat or a stingray? Stingray sounds really cool. But I did want to use an existing character because I was like, I keep making these new characters and I'm like it's too many. But anyway, there's my toy house. You want to look at all the characters? Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw Blossom, which is what an appropriate name. Right next to this 300 to 400. Yeah, I feel like if I reach to 100, I'd be like, ooh, they don't get enough love. It's already at 40. I'm like, there's definitely some folks who have been abandoned. Not abandoned. Did you try to make a pun with the bill part? Here, I'll send an image thing. This is the one that I'm gonna start drawing. Rarely get ads on your computer, on YouTube. Get them all the time on your iPad. Do you have ad block? That might happen. But no, I have realized that for a while, anything on like the phone specifically with YouTube had so many ads. Have to bring them up over here. Can't see anything from there. Opossum. Yeah, the ad block might help. I was like, do you really want me to draw the Kenku? I'm like the bird anatomy is I might do the Kenku afterwards. I was like, the bird anatomy is a little bit tricky for me right now. Ad blockers, like puberty blockers. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. What should I be doing? I need to get rid of this purple. The purple's not gonna be super relevant right now. I'm like... I've actually had a really hard time finding traditional artists who draw furry art. If anybody has any recommendations, especially if they do like very colorful art, because I know there's a lot of pencil artists out there. No shade towards pencil artists, but I do love my color. It's like, yeah, I would love to see more traditional art by furries. I know there's a lot of animal artists, but that's a little bit different. Because yeah, I feel like a lot of furries are like, yeah, I'll do traditional if my tablet breaks down. I'm trying to think of an expression or something they'd be doing. Someone, when I was drawing them back in the day, was like, draw them super caffeinated. which is great, which has inspired that picture. Doris, you did your son was awesome, not a traditional artist, nor furry, but super nice and awesome about it. Nice. Yeah, mostly looking for other traditional furry artists for like inspiration specifically on how they do how they use certain mediums specifically. Yeah, a lot of tablet. Like I said, not hating on digital. I do digital myself. It is incredibly convenient. And I guess in a weird way cheaper in the long run because you don't have to be like refilling whatchamacallit, art supplies, you know? Yeah, so it's not so much for the, because there's so many good furry artists, but I was like, specifically for how the medium gets used. This is looking more like a deer. Oh dear. Thank you, follow someone on Blue Sky. Yeah, because back when I was doing YouTube, I remember I like really wanted to see if there was like more furry artists, so I looked up what is it? Furry sketchbook tour. And I think there was like only one. Shout out to when your tablet broke and drew with a mouse. Oh god, I don't know how people do it, but it also doesn't help that I'm left-handed, so using a right-handed mouse, that would be just straight up impossible. I guess I could do a lot of like very slow pixel art. A trackpad? Oh yeah. That's like, you hear people do them with phones, so yeah, their finger as well. The eyes are too far apart. Pooch them together. Team phone for a while, but it was so slow. Like, if it works, it works. Because, like, at the end of the day, I'm just like, pencil and paper, if it really comes down to it, take a picture of it. So yeah, as far as like funky digital shenanigans, I'm like, nah. Found 4 furry artists. There's a lot of your videos sprinkled between them. Oh yeah, the last time I checked was like 5 years ago. Or sometimes you find a furry artist and then they're like, wait, but they're not actually a furry artist. Like, they make furry art, but there's like, their channel is actually mostly human art. Making you the official furry sketchbook tour person. If only it was more people were actually searching for it like me. Not apparently a very highly searched thing. Sometimes I'm like, dang, am I too niche? Look, I want to do things that nobody else cares about. I don't know why this guy looks evil. Look, I will see how this turns out. That was a weird angle. I'm changing my mind. You know what? They're gonna be boring. They're just gonna... Made them cross-eyed for a second. You know what? I'll start sketching out. We'll see what happens. Yeah, because I remember during one stream way back in the day, someone was like, "Oh no, there totally is somebody else who does furry sketchbook tours," and I looked it up, and they did, but it was mostly human art, and I was like, "Dang it! No shade against human art. It's just not what I was looking for." Because yeah, like I'm sure they exist out there. It's just whether people post the art in the end or not. Where did that color go? Ah, there it is. Maybe we're looking at the flower. We're like, oh my goodness. Would their... Okay, their thumb would be here. I felt kind of embarrassed the other day. I was sketching. I was like, everything looks fine. And then they counted the fingers, and I was like, there are 5 fingers and a thumb. Okay, yeah. Good old human mistake. I'm in a purple sweater. Being very fashionable with their complementary colors. This marker is low-key destroying the paper, but we won't talk about that. I accidentally gave him like hella line, hella eyeliner. The head is kind of ginormous, but you know what? Maybe that was on purpose. Alright, they have like spots down here. What is this song? Blue Monday. I feel like a lot of these songs have blue in front of the name. I mean, it's a very chill color. Yeah, I keep forgetting Oscar pens take a lot longer to dry. Dabba dee dabba die. For real. Did I unclip this? Oh, it's gone, I guess. Like, it is kind of funny that this one doesn't have shading. There's shading over here. But I don't know. Maybe this guy will just stay flat. Then again, I do have a little bit more time to kill before the next... or I guess the first ad break. Sheesh. I'm like wondering what I would even fade the yellow with. I think if I were to buy an individual marker of this, it would probably be the light purple. Because this is the only light purple I have. And it doesn't have much for... I don't know. That's the smallest I can get it to be. Are the rest dark purple? Yeah, darker. These are... That's it. I don't even have a light Sharpie purple. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe making light purple is kind of difficult because yeah, even it was hard to find this light purple for Posca pens. Oh, there's something very satisfying about these colors all together. Popular purples. I would say unpopular purples. Although blues, hella blues. We got all of them. Yeah, there's like 4 blues here. 5 blues there. And if you want to count this one, 6. Guess I should get at the tail. Oh my god, it's almost like me, for real, for real. I'm just like looking at the PNGtuber. The tail is like in the similar location. Just like me. Like, part of me's like so excited for spring, but another part of me's like, didn't really have much of a winter. Like, I also don't want to get my hopes up, because like I said, it has randomly snowed in April. Oh. What are we gonna do? This year? No, did not get snowed in. This was an incredibly, freakishly non-snowy year. Which is interesting because I hear like a lot of places who do usually get snow actually got quite a bit. Got more paint on me. Okay, that one I actually witnessed. Y'all got so much snow? Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange how it like really hit some areas badly. Over here in Oregon, just not that impressive. I wonder how it is in Seattle. They're like by the bay, so I wonder if that has anything to do with how much snow they get. Being next to big bodies of water could be kind of weird. Weather-wise. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna look up some references. I have like these little old sketches, and so I think I'm gonna try to actually make it do a thing. Alright, so I'm gonna run the ad because apparently it doesn't do it automatically anymore. And I will be back in a bit. Okay, we're back. And I forgot to change my Be Back Soon screen button on my Stream Deck. So we got the old one. I think I just saw something that looked like a paint splatter, but maybe I'm hallucinating. Color bleed. Actually, it kind of worked in a way. Let me see. Okay. This one had color bleed. I don't know if you can see the pink. It goes in. I don't know. I thought it actually made a really cool underpainting thing. So that's what I hope is going to happen here. I'm going to do it with gouache because it seems like these guys are way too opaque for the underpainting thing to actually be visible. Yeah, so this was intentional. Okay, so I was thinking, so you mentioned Scratch, which made me think of, which reminded me of this, like, scene that I wanted to recreate. It's because my freaking party members are like, yo, Scratch, You can fly over there, can't you? And for those who don't know, Kenkus, they cannot fly. They have been cursed. They don't have wings. So it's kind of like a sore subject. So I was thinking that, like, I don't know, maybe dialogue over here being like, can't you fly over there? I don't remember which character asked me that, so it's just gonna be like a little bubble coming out from over here. I'm just, I'm very distressed, like, does it look like I have wings? These are not wings. I mean, yeah, maybe I have to put the text higher, because depending on how high a bubble is, usually depends on who's speaking first. Kind of a rough. The square is actually making it a little harder, but whatever. So it's not the best comic composition, but you know what? We're working with it. Maybe I could try to make the text smaller. It'll have to be like arms out. But like I really get to do very expressive things because yeah, as we've mentioned before, most of my characters are just chilling in like chill places. Not much of a reason to panic. This is the beauty of comics, I guess. Okay, what the heck was Scratch wearing? A cloak? I guess they're... What if they're not wearing a cloak right now? So their arms could be more visible. Okay, I think I'm just gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna color... Yeah, I'll go with painting it. I guess... Oh yeah, yeah. Beak is not a different color. I might redo this digitally, but I was like, please get the sketch out. So if you have your hands up, thumbs would be inwards. Yeah, I guess the trickiest part would be where the cloak. I guess it would just go over the arms a bit. Kind of like a poncho right now. Might have arm a little too long. Yeah, if you like threw a cloak kind of back, that'd be kind of hanging out like a cape, I guess. Wait, shoot, what was that color? 80, I think? Keep it in the pile. It's like wearing a tank top underneath. You have tank tops in Baldur's Gate, right? I don't know, fantasy clothes is just like, oof. Its own complicated thing. Fantasy fashion. I need to think of a better place to put the bubbles, maybe. Just make the text smaller. Just realized I made my Y is different. No. Could have made the hands more bird-like. Well, this was just a little sketch. I feel like there should be like, I don't know, like, ah. Yeah, because I think if I do it digitally, I won't add a color to it. It'll just be like halftones instead. But I got the thumbnail down. Oh wait, I guess I could outline the eye. Let that dry for a bit. I've done 2.5 spreads so far, and we're only into hour 2. Yeah, this so quick. Don't get me wrong, this was a very quick sketch, but everything else was quite speedy because it dries so quickly. I'm like, I should let it dry and then think of like adding more layers to it. Nah, don't do that. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know, anything that I've been wanting to draw with Posca pens but couldn't because there's a bit of a limited color palette. Nothing's really coming to mind. I could also switch to watercolor. Might do that, yeah, because the smell of these paints are starting to get to me a little bit. Alright. I guess I'm not using this. I'll be using actual watercolor paper. It has like little tiny scuffs on it, but should be fine. I cut the cover of this off and use it to make a different sketchbook, so it suffers without one now. I actually have to decide what I want to do. Oh, I think... a deer. Okay, I might not actually use this page. I'll use second page. Deer has a huge head. More like I accidentally drew it with a huge head, not the reference. Kind of big. Let me see. Wait, in comparison to this sketchbook. Okay, it's actually not that big. So antlers take up a little bit more space. Forgot I moved all my brushes onto the other side. All the professional tools. I don't know about professional. These are... It's just because I've been like missing watercolor. And the paper is not great for that. Yeah, I might totally I'm like, dang, the pressure's on. Okay, we'll see if anything decides to do the funky cauliflower effect. Really need to get a flat version of this. I don't know. I think this is called like a filbert. Yeah. Or maybe it's French. It's like filbert. But yeah, I'd rather have a flat one because this one does like weird round edges. Not the worst, but not my favorite. Wow, that was really bright. I'm like, I should probably let this paint dry. Like maybe do something else over here. They have to be like similar colors because then I don't want to be like two palettes. I think something brown and green. Pine tree? I guess so. Or actually, try to do that funky watercolor effect. Do it up here. Okay, it wasn't as cool as I hoped it would be. I thought it was gonna go like everywhere. Actually stayed pretty close to where I let the brush down. Yeah, it seems like this page right up really, actually fairly quickly. This still needs to dry some more. I think I'm gonna just dap it with the ear dryer. it's back. I wonder how many layers I'm gonna do. I mean, ideally, not a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do another layer of water. Try to get more of this watercolory effect. Yeah, if you're bougie and have like straight up, call it cotton rag paper, you could just dunk the entire thing in a tray of water. It actually prevents it from getting all wrinkly like this. Oh, now it gets fuzzy. I was hoping the trees would get fuzzy like that. The fuzziness is great for foliage. Care about the fur on this creature. I'm still peeved that it didn't work for this one. Maybe I just didn't have enough water? Try this again. Really get it in there. Oh, see, now it's out of water. This might be too much, actually. Interesting. It looks like sort of microscopic creature rather than a tree. Okay, I'm off to dry some. Well, I feel like I should wait for it to dry a little bit on its own. Got a really nice looking blob here. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, alright, I'll be back again. Might have to... It's looking really yellow right now. I'm gonna have to turn on the light here. That might be too bright. There's like this weird shadow right here, but what we got. Might just clip this down. Oh my goodness, it's a bandito. At 95%? Jeez, alright. Also drew your possum, Sona. There they are. Admiring some crocuses. High rolling indeed. I don't really like the brown that I have in the palette here, so this is gonna be interesting. Got a bit of a glare going on here, so... yeah. Kind of looking like a creature. Like how it looks angry too. You have like a weird eyebrow bone. It's kind of what we have going on our skulls as well. The dog from Chicory. That dog does have eyebrows. You do call deer weird dogs. Oh no, don't say that. Maybe I'll go dog hunting. Oh god. That would be controversial. Really? Make vegan products? It's actually pretty funny. It's like Canada has that really popular brand. It's like no brand, essentially. It's all yellow all the time. No, it looks like a cow to me. Not mayo, not ice cream, not milk. Guess the antlers are super light, so I probably need more water than pigment. It's strange that, like, unlike gouache, where you would just use white paint, gotta add watercolor for quote-unquote white paint. I feel like working with white paint is easier. I don't know if I ranted about this before on stream, but the amount, even before AI art, there was a lot of people selling pet portraits on Etsy, and they would just add a Photoshop filter to it, just the watercolor filter. I mean, like, you do you, but like, don't lie and say it's actual watercolor. Yeah, the folks who fell for it were not artists themselves, so sometimes the difference is harder to distinguish. Just like a single loose hair on this brush. Feels so rusty with this watercolor. Yeah, I'm starting to think I did one too many layers. You learned that sharks are OP? Do tell. Oh, in a game. First thought you meant like IRL. It was like, yeah, one of the ways dolphins take them down is that they poke at their gills with their bottle nose. Just saw one killing a boss. Dang. Shopping and carpet cleaning. Ooh, carpet cleaning. I like knew a fraction of those words because I never played the game. But I don't know. Doesn't sound like a good thing in the end. It's still kind of wet. Yesn't. Home invasion boss? How does that work? Are you fighting in your home? I don't know. I have a hard time understanding if people are being for real on the internet or not. 'Cause I saw a post being like, don't support games like Meowgenics because it's pro-eugenics. I'm like, I haven't played it, but I don't think it's pro-eugenics. Like, it's, cats are all kind of messed up. I don't know. And there's like zombie elements, right? Yeah, undead cannibal cat. I don't know. The internet can sometimes be a confusing place. Yeah, no different than Pokemon, that's true. And I mean, like, I guess it's kind of like the same argument of being like, I mean, we do a lot of bad things in video games. Doesn't mean I think we should be doing them IRL. But like I said, I have a hard time understanding if people are being for real or not on the internet. Still has spots. Draw them in. Protesting again. Getting in puppy mills? Real. Yeah, don't shop. Adopt. These spots are actually going to turn out, but we'll see. I'm actually kind of surprised. I have not heard the term puppy mill in a very long time. I mean, it's not like they didn't go away either. They're still definitely present since all the designer dogs that people own. Kind of seemed like at some point people just kind of stopped caring. I don't know. Not sure if those are illegal where I live. Oh, that's like... Yeah, actually, I have no idea if they're still legal in the US. look into that. Keep updated on what's going on here. Yeah, adoption is better. I don't know if like you would say people prefer. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of wealthy people don't prefer adoption. Cause like y'all remember when Shibas were like the popular dog? There's definitely an uptick on people just picking out Shibas. They don't come with a pedigree. In puppy mills? That puppy? I assume you're talking about a puppy you had? Rich Dio. Oh no. Right, where did that gold come from? Like how there's like weird variations of your name. Blunder. That's true, right. Hence your name. How can I forget? There's a company to people giving pets for adoption, so there's a puppy you really like. Aw. They also grow up so fast. I wonder between dogs and cats, do they grow up around the same time? They both feel like they grow up like really quickly. Caretaker told you to go to a walk. Took you too long, so another person kept it for a week. A week? Like they were like fostering it? Next week the caretaker was sick, so couldn't go, so the other person was able to give the puppy for adoption. Oh, okay. Dang. Well, I hope they're in a good home. Everybody knows each other? Oh, okay. Then probably, yeah, odds are they're in good hands. But dang. Oh, we're almost at 3 hours. Did you say hi? I think I might outline this. Doesn't, I don't know, feel in the outline, but I feel like I've kind of lost the plot on some of these peeps. Doubt the current owners remember me. But yeah, but you can still be like, can I pet your dog? That's what, like where we live, it is so dog centric. I don't know if that, like, a lot of people own dogs. So going up to them and being like, can I pet your dog? Like 99% chance. Actually, so far, 100% chance for us. They have said yes. Oh, the music stop again. Oh, one said no, he bites. He truly looked bitey. You could tell by looks. Okay, so that was your experience. I don't think I was with you in that case. But still, better have avoided getting bitten than have pet the dog. And in that case, it's not even like personal, like, don't touch my dog. It's more like, for your own safety. He doesn't bite, but he has a gun permit. What is that from? Okay, he might have the gun permit, but does he have the gun on him? You do you, but with warnings, you're like, ah, I'll still pet the dog. It's worth it. Good question, but don't want to find out. That's fair. Fair. Could be concealed carrying. He's a bard. His words are dangerous enough. Aren't you glad that being a bard isn't real? Imagine someone just like, I don't know. I guess you could argue that, like, everyone groans at puns, so maybe there is power with that. Okay, not everyone, but a lot of people groan with puns. Oh no. I gave it a funky looking mouth. Regret. What does it do have? Ooh. Do undo. Control Z. Bad enough that my guitar guy took my boyfriend. Magic would be too much. Right, right. That is a thing. Okay, looks like an ad's starting. I'm gonna keep doing stuff over here, but yeah, it'll be over in no time. I feel like I should probably outline the antlers with a lighter color. Kinda looks like the outline is like a shadow instead right now. I'm not really feeling. It looks okay. Times like these, I'm like, dang, I should have gone with gouache instead. But there are some little happy mistakes that happen. Not happy mistakes, happy accidents that happen with watercolor. Like, this part is still wet. I want to be able to, like, push green, but nah, I should probably wait for it to dry. I can make the nose darker. It's kind of undetailed. Alright, welcome back. Can't see it very well. But... okay, we got a nose happening. I feel like it still needs... that's still wet. Okay. Dang, I should have... during the ad break, I should have just dried it. I'll be back. Wait a second. This thing has been muted. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I was just showing the art that got done today. Yeah. Is the deer. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. Probably playing games. Unless I'm feeling super artsy. But probably playing games. Alright. Goodbye.